Hey everybody, welcome. We are in episode 4 of our homebrewed 5e adventure, Factions of Fate. Our game has started out in Tribor and its surrounding area. Thanks for joining us. Today we're missing Nate, so I want everyone to go check your mark cartons. I don't know where when he's coming back. Actually, he's out of the country right now, and he's having a great time. So good for him.
So check somebody else's milk cartons.
Yeah, go check Mexico's milk cartons. Good for you, Nate. Have fun. Please do like the video if you're able. I know it's a little trite, but liking and subscribing is the main way you tell YouTube we're worth promoting. So please do that. Of course, you could also tell your friends we exist, and that'd be very cool. Also, Mike, as we talked about last time, loves the comments. So please leave comments about just about anything. I'll remind everyone that in the description below are the character stats. I wanted to list their magic items, etc., but there's just like a limited area you can type in, and we use a lot of that space down there. So that's something we. So I was thinking maybe we should do a website or something about that has more of the character information and maybe even a journal of what's going on. So leave a message below if you think that maybe a website would be pretty cool. Since Nate's not here, I can assign to him to do.
What about a Discord?
Maybe a Discord. I don't know. We'll have to see. I think we can do that. We also needed somebody to manage it, so we have to figure out if we could do that. I'm definitely not going to do it.
Somebody says Discord. Oh,
yeah. All right. Also, if you want to skip the narrative and go right to the start of the game, remember that the link to get to the beginning of the game is always at the very top of the description below. All right, so we're ready to get this thing started. Anybody have anything to add or anything like that? All right, here we go.
Ready to go.
Previously, our 6 adventurers have come from a wide range of backgrounds, but chance and nostalgia have brought them all to Tribor. Eckankar, Flander, and Hemo are all old friends who once were part of the now legendary Lost Mine of Fendelver adventure. Lear has come to Tribor from his druid order to look for giants that are said to be in the gathering near this town. Theo left his hometown of Yartar after a falling out of some sort in the past, and he's yet to talk about. Maybe he's telling somebody in Mexico right now. Jaru, the Shadar Kai, left the Shadowfell to find this group after meeting with a shade spirit of one of the group's old friends, one Gishar O. Though Jaro is silent about why he's left, his intelligence sword is not. It has vocally called Jaru a thief and demanded they return home. The 6 adventurers have found themselves in a troubled town. Tribor has had a crime spree, and upcoming election has the incumbent Daratha Shrandrel anxious she might lose her position as Lord Protector. After defeating the latest criminals to show themselves in Tribor, Daratha's opponent Duvessa Shane made it clear to our adventurers and the entire town she has every intention of winning the election. Winner. Though there has been sightings of goblins and fire elementals in the area that are searching for something, Daratha ordered Eckankar to find a way to discredit Duvessa before the election. The only leads the adventurers had were that Duvessa was communicating with the group's old friend Finis, and that Duvessa had a place near the dark, sinister Barrow Woods. Since it's been years since anyone has heard from Finis, who is believed to now be in Silverymoon, the group opted to search out Duvessa's home for clues. Along the journey to the Barrow Woods, the group discovered that Theo's hometown of Yartar has had a coup of sorts, that a group of ogres have been displaced by a gnome and the gnome's metal creatures, and that no one in this group can sneak to save their lives. Hey, I'm serious, guys.
Not really.
Roll a stealth check. All right.
Fortunately, they were ogres.
It's like everybody's a paladin. All right. The group found the entrance to the Barrow Woods and followed the trail the ogres and trees had said Duvessa used. I mean, you can probably trust the ogres, but those trees seemed shady. Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of shade, the group entered the Barrow Woods. All lights seemed to be blocked out. Surviving on dark vision and those horrible stealth rolls, the party was ambushed by masses of shadows that hid within their magical darkness. Our adventurers defeated those things, but not without the cost of Hemo's strength. Where are you at right now, Hemo, for strength?
5.
All right.
It's not great.
All right. Is it a high 5?
It's feeling like a low 5.
Low 5. And that's where we start our game. So anyone have anything more they want to add or questions about what's going on? All right. By the way, at any point I lose anybody, even the players, go ahead and message me below, and I'll be happy to clarify anything I didn't properly tell you during the show. I've already had 1 or 2 people ask questions, and that's really cool that they were able to get caught up, so there was no confusion. All right, so here we are. We're going to start our adventure right where we left off last time. You guys are inside of the Barrow Woods. You've just had this confrontation with these shadowy creatures, and right now Hemo is almost unable to stand up. What are you guys going to do?
Lie down.
All right. So Hemo is taking this lying down. What's the rest of you guys doing?
I flop on my back, just spread-eagled, swords in hand.
You do know that this here is water. You could go piddle paddle in the water if you want.
So
Same
about
suspects.
Hemo looks at the water. Does it look inviting?
It looks murky, but you are in the dark. You know, I mean, it's water in the dark.
I'm not gonna mess with murky water.
In the dark. And
So
in a
about-
shadow realm.
I can't feel my toes right now.
Is there any kind of like a check I could do to see like exactly like what is wrong with Hemo? Like I know, but it's like he just looks withered. Is there a way I could tell?
Yeah. Why don't you give me a survival roll? We'll start with that.
Okay.
What'd you get?
Got a 10.
All right. Well, you're not really sure. You're looking at him. He seems withered and weak after facing these creatures. He is. I think he's not the only one who is affected. I think was anybody else affected by the strength drain, or
No,
are
I
you the
wasn't.
only one? Lucky Hemo. So you're not sure why he's feeling weak. He doesn't look physically weaker, like he doesn't shrunk or anything. He just doesn't have, like, he has the flu or something. Maybe he has a disease.
All right.
Ugh.
I'll pull out a potion of greater healing and hand it to Hemo. Please drink this.
I drank it. I'm also quite hurt, so it'll help.
All right. You drink that potion of greater healing. It's was it 44 plus 8 or something? What is the total?
44 plus 4, I believe.
44 plus 4. Awesome.
Okay, here goes 4d4. 10 plus 4, I'll heal for 14. That'll put me
Pretty much
good.
up. Nice.
Oh, actually, no, I'm still quite hurt.
Where are you at right
Quite
now?
hurt.
got messed
67 of 84.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I
I
did take some damage.
I gotta zoom in a little bit.
that's
Oh,
10
I'll
more
update.
points than I have total. So about the time that that Eckankar is giving the potion to the prone the prone Hemo, both Jaru and about 2 seconds later Theo, like visibly like almost collapse. They're like, ugh. Because both of our hastes just went.
Oh no.
So
The haste ran out, didn't it?
yeah.
Come on,
So
the
we
floor
like-
is
we-
fine.
So we kind of like stagger forward a little bit, and like Jaru's kind of like leaning on his, has his hands on his knees, and he's kind of like just kind of got his eyes closed, and then kind of looks up at Eckankar. Yes, this is a very, very particular path that you've chosen to lead us down. Are you sure you know where you're going?
Never said I knew where I was going. I just know that she is in these woods. We got pointed in this direction.
I, for one, trust the trees.
It's like,
It is wise to trust the trees most of the
She's-
time.
The trees didn't say where the cabin was.
just did
We
a
could be
show us this
wandering
direction.
around here. We could be wandering around here until we die. Kind of nudges Hemo with his foot, like,
Don't kick
he
me.
can barely stand.
So I don't know what.
Can I make a roll to see what I know about those creatures?
Yeah, you can give me a for those creatures. You need to give me a knowledge, and which knowledge you're going to do is going to be religion, please.
Yeah,
I could help out,
not
but
the one I would have chose, but that's fine.
That's for undead. All right, what'd you get here? 19. That's a very good roll. You know that these creatures are a form of shadow. In fact, you've probably seen them before within the Shadowfell, thus the name. You know that these creatures have been known to nourish themselves on the strength of others, and that more than likely Hemo will regain his strength, but it will require him to rest first. So no amount of potion will heal him. You also may be able to use some sort of clerical magic, but I'm not sure if you guys have any of those.
yeah, 'cause I think we would need full restoration, and I can only do lesser right now.
Well,
He
I can stand, I think. I get up. Can I get up?
Yep.
I get up.
those things are draining you of your strength. Do I know that if are they just like random occurring? Are they a controlled thing? Can they be controlled?
With that
What
roll,
exactly do I know of these?
with that roll, you're going to notice that these creatures that you faced were not one shadow; they were many shadows bound together, and so they were like bound spirits, and so it wasn't like a single random entity. It was one sort of conglomerate of all these creatures sort of bundled together. Each of these clumps of shadow were many creatures within one. So you're guessing that more than likely they are bound to something. Maybe it's some creature, some entity. If you recall last week, we talked about you don't think that the land itself is cursed. You don't think that there's a curse upon the land. So it may be something else that's causing this.
So safe to say that these are being controlled by something.
Yeah, it could be like
And that makes this very easy. Find the thing, kill it. Maybe I get my strength back.
That's not quite how that works. You need to rest. Something is controlling these, possibly as a scout. It could possibly know we are here. We can wander around this area, being further and further attacked, until we all die.
not that you're ominous.
If you lose all your strength, Hemo, you die, and you become one of those things.
and the DM does not save their characters. Warning.
Well,
I am merely giving you information.
Yes, I thank you for your concern. But if it's not us, it could be our townsfolk. It could be my students. I feel we should.
How long has the Barrow Wood been in existence? You two live here. Has it always been?
As long as either of them, well, Hemo has been here for 2 years, and he's known about it. Eckankar has known about it longer. For pretty much his entire life, he's always known it as being a place of despair and darkness. That's based as much as he would have known.
Yeah.
Is it the same for the always orange woods?
Yes.
So there are forces here at work. I do not believe we can kill, at least not without further information. We might get lucky, or we will just join their undead shadow hordes. I would prefer not to do that. I'm saying we are floundering around with no information.
Well,
Now,
are we
the one-
close?
We don't know.
we have
Lear
no
could
idea.
ask. Lear could ask the woods again,
Have
but
the, have the trees seen the woman?
Let me.
Do you have
That
any
is-
points left on your staff to do that?
I have.
That seems to be quite
4
powerful magic to do that. We would be better served to save that for perhaps something else. Now, we do have a clue from your potion brewing friends that said a substantial clue that we could find out exactly where they were because of the metal creatures inhabiting their once home. That is a solid clue, and it is a very easy thing to do to find those ogres and get directions to their tower. And perhaps have 3 mighty ogres beholden to us. 3 or 4. 4.
Well, I wouldn't count on them being beholden to us. If I recall, they were gonna eat us pretty quickly.
Yes, but Flander talked himself out of that situation quite handily. They do not seem to be the brightest beings.
And they did seem to, well, kind of like us.
at least when we bought their potions.
Mm-hmm.
And if we were to, say, save their home,
Or get them a
And-
keg of beer.
well, once again, I am merely postulating possible situations that we can do. It seems to have a clear goal versus a random thing that we might very well perish and never find the source. If this entity that is controlling these shades has been around for as long as Sir Eckankar here can remember, that is not something that's going to be taken out lightly or easily. And we have no information on it.
The only thing I could think of is this might either be Duvessa's work or she had 2 men with her.
She is
If
not
we go,
controlling this shadow. The shadow has been here for decades.
Is Duvessa a human?
As far as you know, Duvessa is human.
Okay. She doesn't look particularly old. Like,
No, she actually
does
she looks very young. Surprisingly,
Yeah,
she looks surprisingly young for being so well spoken.
yeah, we saw
she
that
probably went to,
photo
like,
of her.
Harvard or
She's very
something.
young.
She didn't talk like this though. She's not like dry ball. I went to Harvard.
Well, whatever has it appear, if Duvessa is what she appears, which I'm not sure, then the darkness here definitely has outlived her.
I've already seen she has at least 2 faces, maybe more.
And she's stronger than she looks.
Yes,
She could be older
But-
too.
it's true. But Joru is right. She did have a mechanical creature with her, and these ogres did talk of mechanical
right.
creatures as well.
The steel horse.
Yes.
It sounded so ridiculous. I almost forgot about it. Yes.
Yes.
But if you wish to flounder more in the woods, please lead on.
Joru, I'm not particularly fond of your tone, but
I'm
I
not
will take
fond of
counsel
sacrificing
when needed.
myself for nothing.
Yes, well, my town is not nothing to me. Leave it at
Yes,
that.
but your point.
I will leave it at that, Joru. I will take your counsel. I do think Hemo may not be able to go any longer if we get encountered by these things again.
I will fight what I need to fight, if I have to. Although maybe I'll I'll take out my longbow. Maybe if we encounter anything else, someone else could take point.
I'm better prepared for the environment of shadows that we will be.
Well, I would feel better about asking the orcs or the ogres for directions than anyone in town. They're not likely. I mean, they don't come into town. They're not likely to have political aspirations. It wouldn't hurt to tip our hand to them. As you said, they're definitely not very bright.
We could go and follow them, find this King Yogg. I just hope it is not as grueling a fight as it was against the King Groll. Barely made it out of that one.
What's another hobgoblin king?
So what are you guys gonna do? What do you think?
I'm
I think
okay
it
with leaving
definitely
the
needs to be-
shadows behind for now.
It
So we
definitely needs to be a
came-
unified front.
We came to this. We came to this particular location following. Are we tracking a trail?
We're on a trail right
Yeah.
now that you've basically blindly been following a trail through
Yeah.
the woods.
Well, like, do we still have the tracks?
Yeah, you can see. Well, you can see where you. Right now, you're right 5 feet from the trail. You can see there's a kind of an old
Just a little
worn
winding
through
trail
there.
here.
Right.
Can either
I don't-
try to find the end of this trail, maybe leave breadcrumbs in case it becomes a maze.
Definitely
and,
put some notches in
or we could just
something.
return.
I think we should probably leave some sort of a marker, at least here, like something, so that we know, like, going forward, if we want to go through here again, at least up to here, we kind of know where we're going.
I trust that the druid could find this spot again.
I'm pretty good with directions. Does anybody have any parchment, a quill? I could try to make a map as we backtrack so that we know how to get back here.
Bard always has a parchment and a quill. Here you go.
Lear will approach this rock and use some druid craft to encourage moss to grow up on the side of it.
All right. You see the
works.
the moss just goes.
Lear was here.
What's
Smiley face.
the moss going to? Anything specific you want to put on that moss?
Nothing
Gilroy
too
was here?
overt.
Hemo hobbles up. He's using one of his swords as a cane. He hobbles up. He says, "Are you looking for a design?"
I'm trying to find something that would not stand out in case Duvessa may come by and know somebody's been close.
Hemo draws his second scimitar, looks at the stone a couple of different ways, and slashes an H into it.
Zorro style.
I can recognize this symbol anywhere.
King. All right, give me a athletics check to slash your H in.
Your sword shatters.
That'll go really well with your massive strength.
What? This is a
I'm messing with you. That's fine.
athletics.
I rolled a one too.
One on the athletics.
No, you're
broke
fine.
your
You're
sword.
actually you slash the H into the side of the rock with your sword.
It's just not the nicest looking as well.
It's a little messy.
It's a 4.
Zorro would be a little disappointed,
I
but
have to sit down. My athletics is so bad. I have to sit down after that.
all right.
Beautiful work.
But it
So what
looks
do you-
like a natural fracture in the rocks.
What are you guys gonna
Oh, yeah,
do?
you can't even tell that it's writing. I guess that's for the best.
I know we're in like the shadow forest. Do we think we could get a good gauge on like what time of day it is?
No, I mean everything
Yeah.
looks. If you look up through the sky, you don't even see little piercings of light coming through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Jaru.
just like this kind of barely light, and most of it's coming from the fact that you're wearing your goggles and you can see anything.
Yep.
If you take your goggles off, it looks really dark in here.
And Jaru, can your bird pierce the canopy?
Let me see. I'll send the bird out and up.
Perfect. Have your bird give me a Constitution savings throw.
I don't even know.
Just go ahead and roll. Just go and roll a d20, and we'll call it flat for now, and then we'll figure it out later because I'm sure the bird doesn't have a 12. Okay. The bird flies straight up into the air, and as it sees it kind of winds its way through the canopy, and at a certain point, it just goes and vanishes.
Oh,
And you see little feathers come down, and they slowly evaporate into magical dust.
The answer would be no.
Uh-oh.
Alan, I'm stealing this for my campaign with flying PCs.
Well, if we're not pressing on, shall we go and find our large friends?
Yes, I suppose. I'll offer Hemo an arm, or like to just like help him move along if he needs it.
We'll take him on either side there.
Yeah,
Who's gonna
you're
do-
stronger than I am.
All right.
So you're dragging me by my arms, and I'm trying to draw a map at the same time.
We're weakened at burning you. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would like to try to get oriented
Heroes.
and draw a map.
Okay, so you gather yourselves and your hemo, and you begin returning back from whence you came. As you follow the trail back, you move slowly and twisting until you come around that very first bend, and the trail is gone.
Fantastic path.
Very good.
Did we lose the trail somewhere, or weren't we supposed to run into the log with the ogres? It was a clear path, wasn't it? Oh.
When you came here, you saw a very definitive path. There were even footprints.
If we
you
turn
recall.
around, is there still a pretty definitive path?
Right where you're at right now, yes.
If
It
that
seems-
trail is disappearing behind us, we're in big trouble.
At least for right now. It seems the only way out is through.
Let me down. Let me down real quick.
Puts you down.
I pull out my longbow and knock an arrow. I hope we are not trapped here.
If you recall, the ogres had told you people don't come out of the Barrow Woods.
Maybe we're about to find out.
What would you like?
Could we? I mean, we know which direction we came from, right?
Yes,
we
you came from the east and you're heading west into the Barrow Woods, you think. But you had a winding trail, so you're not 100% sure.
It is problematic.
Can I look around, see if anything looks familiar?
Absolutely. Give me a perception roll. What'd you get?
Got an 11.
11. You just, for the fact that you grew up in the high forest, you have an eye for swords and not much for the forest itself. So you're one of those people who would often take the direct trail to somewhere they needed to go for training and for doing what you wanted. But you weren't a person who would actually be hyper observant about the forest itself around you. You were a driven person. You had certain things you wanted to do, and that may have come to bite you a little bit here, because as you look around, all the trees sort of begin looking the same. You are now just south of where you were before. You know that there's a giant rock and a puddle of water back if you turn back around. That's about all you know.
How far did we travel? For disappear?
About you think 25 minutes or so, maybe half hour.
Okay.
You know that the
That's
Barrow
how
Woods
far
are
we
about.
walked into it?
You know the Barrow Woods are about 10 square miles or so, slightly longer than it is wide.
Well, we could try to bushwhack our way out, or we could turn around and hope that the trail hasn't disappeared behind us yet again. I feel somewhat confident I could figure out which is a good direction to forge through. My cloak does allow me to know a little bit better direction, but with this forest and this darkness, I don't know.
Would it be safe to rest? See if we can get you up to full strength?
I have I have a feeling that the trail may disappear again, and if the trail was erased by someone, then maybe they do know where we are.
Mike seems to be enjoying himself. All right, so you're standing here. Like I
Do
said,
we have a way to rest safely? Do we have one of those
Sanctuaries.
cabin spells or
The
an
tiny
alarm
hut.
maven?
I do have a tiny hut spell.
You can see through
say we
those when you
press
cast them,
forward.
right? You can see visual. Interesting. So even though we'd be safe, it may be a good idea to set watch just to see if any creatures come by.
Well, of course you would want to, yes, because as secure as they are fairly easily dispelled.
Yes. Yes, I guess I've been sleeping in the school too long. I'm not quite used to keeping watch these days, but yes.
I can speak with plants once more before we must rest for the day. But otherwise, I think we should press on and do our best to follow the trail.
Do you think the plants by the trail, if the trail moves, then the plants by the trail would remember that. If it doesn't, then the plants there would know that the trail has always been. Do they think in that way? I'm not a druid.
Used to say with it magic like this, that's a good question we can ask.
I believe that the situation has radically changed enough that, yes, it would probably behoove us to use more resources to try and discover more information.
Yes,
So be it. Shall we return to the pond?
if we can. You can still see the trail behind us, right?
Yeah, you can. You can see the trail. At least it leads right where you came from. Who's leading you? Is it Lear still?
Yeah, I'll lead.
Perfect. Lear,
right
give me a
behind.
survival roll, please.
There we go.
Nice.
22.
All right. You turn around and you follow the path, and it takes you back to the rock and the puddle of water and that area that you had the confrontation in the clearing with these creatures.
Is the moss and the H still there?
Yes, it's still there. Nothing seems to have changed.
Okay.
Hemo still has bad handwriting.
It's perfect. It's like calligraphy age.
I haven't worked with moss before.
All right. So what are you guys going to do? You've seen to reach back to this spot.
Seemed like
Well, this seems as good a landmark as any to rest.
The one I wanted. I wanted this one.
No, it's most likely gonna go about midday right now, if with all of the walking to the south and searching and all the things that happened during the morning. So just by general thought, it's probably midday right now, just to get an idea.
Okay.
Oh, God,
Unless
so would it
time
get
works
even
differently.
darker?
Barrow Woods.
Well, I'm going to sit down and begin to summon another owl.
All right.
If
You sit down and begin summoning another owl. 10 minutes will pass. Anybody else going to do anything?
Take me in 10 minutes.
if we wanted to get going as fast as possible, I do only need 4 hours for a trance.
I as well.
Yeah, I'll do a divine sense. Within 60 feet of me, I can sense like undead, celestial, fiends, things like that.
All right.
As long as it's
Your
not behind
explodes.
total cover.
All right. Closing your eyes, reaching out into the depths of the woods, as your senses touch all of the trees, reaching past all of the brush, winding around stones. In this moment, in this instance, you sense no presences of undead.
Okay. Well, I can.
That's good.
At least within a good ways of us, I don't sense any undead. This could be a good time to let Hemo rest.
Do the rest of you need to sleep as well?
But sleep. But I could, if you're gonna do just 4 hours, I could switch one spell with some meditation and get my wild shapes back.
Are you going to do a short rest?
Yeah.
Now, if we're going to do a short rest, I can also do Song of Rest, so you can get an extra D6 for every hit dice you use.
I guess I couldn't see back there. Did anybody else have their strength drained?
Graham, to clarify, yeah, I think if you just get one extra hit dice, not one extra hit dice per dice used.
Oh,
Please
okay.
clarify. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
So,
I
Graham,
misinterpreted the read then.
yeah, Hemo asked a question. I apologize.
Oh, I didn't see. Did anybody else get drained of their strength?
Not that I see.
No.
Oh,
Theo may have, but I don't know.
Yeah, we'll just assume Theo isn't. He can't affect the game today, so we'll just take him out of the equation. It's easiest.
well, Hemo says, well, if it's all right, then I'll just... I drag myself over to the rock and lean back against it. It's not a great meditation position, but he quickly begins his trance.
All right, you're gonna go into your 4-hour trance.
Yeah.
So
I
I
put my
wanna just-
swords down in front of me and go into a trance.
So tonight, when everybody else rests, if they get to a point of resting, you will not heal up like they will, because you only get one heal cycle for 24 hours. So I just want to let
That's
you
cool.
know. Yeah. Just letting you know, so there's no question later. Sure. Okay, you're gonna sit down and do a trance. Anybody else gonna do anything? Your bird comes back after 10 minutes. Anybody else gonna do anything else once the owl comes back?
I think.
I will have gotten my charge back, but I want to do the speak with plants. It'll take 10 minutes.
Are you gonna do the speak with plants before you rest? Before you do the short rest?
I'll do that before we head out altogether.
Okay, so the rest of the group is going to take a short rest, and Hemo is going to take a 4-hour long rest for tonight.
Yeah, and then I think Ek is going to kind of go off on his own a little bit, not too far from anybody. And he's going to enact his fate boon.
All right.
And he in the most recent days, he's been making a lot of mistakes, and it's almost cost me my life twice. I almost cost Hemo his life. I've led these people here, and he's so unsure of himself right now, and a tear goes into a vial, and it becomes a potion of greater healing.
Excellent. Boom.
Jeru, you made the paladin cry.
Yeah. You're so mean to me.
So
He's all up in his feelings.
Perfect. Now you've created that potion. Add it to your sheet.
Yep.
You're going to go into a long rest, and let's see if anything happens to you. All right. After a 1 hour of time, Hemo still gazing off into the nether world. His eyes almost rolled back as he just seems to be staring into nothing. The rest of you have had your hour of rest and have gone through a short rest. If you want to use any of your short rest ability recharges, feel free to do so. I believe if you is anybody else injured?
No, but I might do an arcane recharge here. 1 second.
Oh, to get
So
your
I see where I'm sitting at for spells.
yeah. I think the only spell you
Actually, I'm okay.
yeah, because I think you only used
I
invisibility,
only
right?
used one spell.
Yeah.
No, haste, but yeah.
Oh, haste.
And
Okay.
shield once.
Oh yes, haste and shield.
But I'm okay. I don't need to burn that yet.
Okay. All right. Anybody else need to do anything for their short rest? Okay. Assuming everybody's now had your short rest, and anything that recharges on a short rest will recharge, such as the bardic inspiration. All right. You sit around. Though it's dark outside, you feel the day has just started to get long. You get restless. Around you, you can hear things moving around the distance, but they don't sound like animals. They don't sound like scurrying. This place has been a place void of natural life. Though there's plants here that are here, you don't see bugs or insects. You don't see the skittering of a chipmunk or a bird flying by. It seems like all life has been dissolved from this space. So much so that when Hemo suddenly inhales as he opens his eyes, some of you are actually slightly jarred because it's so still. Hemo, you open your eyes, focus coming back. You can see the same darkness you saw before. It's as if time itself has not passed. Some of the people are sort of even in the same spots they were before. And for a moment, you wonder if you actually did rest. But you do feel more empowered, more safe, and you feel your strength is returning. All right, you manage to restore your strength. You bounce back up to your feet. You feel refreshed. That was the best 4 hours you've had in a long time. But your butt, because you're sitting on the ground, is soaking wet.
Oh no.
He walks
This is
up. He
fine.
has that weird wet marks in the back, and like that's uncomfortable.
Here, I'll come over. I'll use create or destroy water. Get that out of there for you.
Perfect. You want to smite him while you're at it?
I might as well, you know.
It's never been so dry.
You're welcome.
All right. Now we have a
I
dry-
put my sword belt back on.
All right. You have spent 4 hours here. Nothing has sort of happened. You're in a
Hey, does that?
frozen in time.
There's no more water in my clothing, and I'm in a magical forest. Does that make me a dryad?
But you get inspiration.
I'll take it.
Take the inspiration. That was pretty fun. All right. So the inspired Hemo now back restored with his strength, looking around, feeling invigorated. What are you guys going to do?
Well, now I can take point.
All right. Where are you going to point to?
The trail, I guess.
Are you going back or going forward?
Which way do you want to go? Up or down?
We haven't got all day.
If somebody's trapping us here, I don't think they're going to just put the trail back behind us, so I say we continue.
All right. You continue forward along the trail that you were following before. The trail travels around the bend and disappears.
Great.
Oh,
You find yourself in the middle, at the edge of a clearing. All around you, the trail passes through this clearing, but at the edges of it, they fade into nothing.
at the edge of the clearing that we were in?
Yeah. As you go around a bend when you leave the other way, going direction you originally were going, you turn the corner and there is no trail.
reach down, pull out the Wand of Secrets from my pouch.
Perfect.
I guess I'm going to waltz up to the lake here.
All right.
Have we seen many other bodies of water? Is this a particularly wetland kind of area?
It seems no more wet or not wet, but I will say that the area here is in a lower lands. If you recall in Tribor, at night, it often gets misty. It collects a lot of water, and so there's this kind of haze around the whole town at night. And these woods are along that same stretch. Eckankar, you would know that when you are in the autumnal forest, it also does get very misty at night. As Lear would know this as well. So it does tend to be wet in this particular area. Although this particular gathering of water doesn't seem to be anything more than what it is.
Okay. Well,
and it's a pond, not a stream, right?
It just looks like a pond. Yeah, it looks like it's gathering. Like it might be a lowland in the area. You can give me a survival roll to know, but it looks like it's probably just got the wetlands from the area probably collect there. It doesn't look particularly deep. You've ran through it. I think Eckankar ran through it. He could probably tell you it's maybe a foot or so deep in certain areas.
Well, I'm going to stand here. It's still the best landmark we've seen. Now it's the only one we have a trail to, so I'm going to hold up my Wand of Secrets, spend a charge, use an action to detect whether there's a secret door or trap anywhere within 30 feet of me.
All right. You emanate the Wand of Secrets, a wand that has saved you a few times already back in the Lost Mine.
Kind of light.
You wave your wand and emit a pulse of energy from it. But as it reaches out past the 30-foot threshold, it fades, giving no response.
Well, I figured it would, but it was worth a shot. We're going to have to spiral out and see if we can find anything, aren't we?
Does anybody have an ability to always know north?
I'm fairly certain I know where north is.
So you get an advantage.
Straight north.
I do. Could I point in the direction that I think north is?
Yeah,
and
you
see if I'm correct?
basically you have advantage to no direction. So to find the right direction, you can make a survival roll with advantage.
Okay.
What do you get?
A 14.
All right. You believe you have pinpointed which way north might be. You have this cloak. The cloak actually plumes a little bit.
That way.
All right. That way seems to lead you sort of off the track. It seems to lead you sort of perpendicular to the trail. Is that the way you want to go?
Don't go that way. Never go that way.
Now, I will tell you, just so you know, if you are within a half hour or so of the woods and you travel north, you're going to be traveling probably along the edge of the forest, taking almost the longest route because the forest is longer than it is wide. You are inside the forest. You'll be traveling sort of along the inside edge.
Okay.
You can choose to go a different cardinal direction since you kind of know which way it is. You can head east is where you came from. West is where you were going to. North is toward Tribor, but it's kind of an indirect route.
Well, I think I know. I think I've got a good orientation here. Are we trying to go deeper, or is it time to escape?
Sure.
I
don't know if we can. We tried to
I think
escape
we're completely
earlier.
lost now. We just need to get somewhere that isn't here.
Well, we
Could be anywhere.
But here's fine too, I guess.
What
This
would
is
you like
where
to
we
do?
live.
well we
I'll
came in
start
from
building
the
cabin.
we came in the east side of the woods, right?
You came from
Yeah,
the east. You were heading west.
Yeah.
Toward
Okay.
what you were thinking was a trail that you were hoping would lead to Duvessa. And I remember that the trail originally you were following small footprints. It would look like larger sort of non-organic footprints. Jaru had mentioned he thought it looked like maybe a shield was being pressed in the ground.
Strange.
Does it look like my shield?
No, it
Off
looks
chance? Okay.
they are definitely footprints. They look
Okay.
sort of like it looks like an egg, one end of an egg that's been stretched. It looks very large. It looks like large footprints. You would guess probably 20 to 30% bigger than your footprints, Eckankar.
Okay.
So the size of Lear's footprints.
They're probably bigger than Lear's feet.
Does anyone have any beer on them? Those ogres were looking for beer. I wonder if there's a way we could attract those ogres somehow.
If you recall, they
trapped in here with us. Yeah.
They said they don't go into the Barrow Woods because no one comes.
No, they never do.
Because they
So
said
they're not that dumb.
They would tell you that you asked them, why they don't come back out, and he even said if they came out, he could tell you.
Can I try to follow those tracks and see where they're going? The big tracks.
The big tracks seem to
that's what
follow
we
the
were-
trail, but the trail disappears on the far side. You're sort of in between two dead ends of a trail.
So the trail disappeared with the tracks. Do the tracks stay at all, or they just vanish too?
The tracks vanished. The whole trail is gone.
Should I just ask the trees where the end of the tracks are, if they know where they went?
Do you only have one question when you cast that spell?
No.
Okay. I think you should ask the trees if this
You get 10
trail
minutes.
that we're standing on has always been here. Or if it moves, if they, you know what I mean? Ask the plants if these trails moving is something that happens all the time, or if it's something that somebody's doing to us just now.
They only know about stuff within the past day.
Oh. Well, then they
And
wouldn't.
it's, they don't.
Sometimes
care
the
to
DM,
keep too much of
sometimes
a
the DM
record.
breaks a few rules.
And you can't. When you cast the spell, are you able to maintain concentration and talk to all the plants?
All plants within 30 feet of where I cast the spell will be able to communicate with me for 10 minutes.
Damn. We can't ask the plants at the dead ends where the trail used to be. Well, we could for 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go to the end of the trail, and
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to disbelieve an illusion.
All right. What I would like you to do is I would like you to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Huh.
All right.
What'd you get?
Could try that. Terrible.
Well, I'm asking
Yeah,
Mike to do
yeah.
that. What'd you get?
21.
All right, Mike, as you stand before the path, you close your eyes and concentrate, looking kind of almost like bending down and staring at it. And as you look down at the trail, you can see that where you thought there were plants, you see them kind of flicker and fade and it sort of dissolve, and they become translucent in a way. And beneath the translucent path, you can see the clear signs of a trail going west.
Mm.
Yes, we are being befuddled with illusion.
Well spotted.
If we all hike to the end of the trail, and he points out the trail, can we all disbelieve this illusion?
Well, Mike has already pointed it out. So once he points it out to you, you'll be able to see it with advantage. Mike, you get inspiration for solving that.
There you go.
It doesn't stack, right?
Nope, you get one. So
So
use
there's
it or lose it.
Well, I got it like at the end of the night. So.
Yeah, that's fine.
So there is a caster here.
27.
There's definitely an intelligence at work.
Yeah, if we're all standing there trying to disbelieve it, everybody gets a +4 for being next to me.
Nice. Well, I'm not going to make you all roll. You'll be able to see the trail west.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's press on and go meet whoever is responsible for these illusions.
All right. You gather yourselves going in similar single file. Lear is still in front and center.
Sure thing.
And I'll be right
right.
behind Lear.
All right,
Emo will take rear guard.
All right.
I'll be somewhere in the middle.
You follow the trail. You've actually it's very difficult because though it is an illusion, it is kind of the shimmering, translucent illusion. And there are occasions where you have to sort of stop in this darkness and reaffirm where the trail is, because you're sort of passing through this translucent glass of a brushes and trees and stuff. You literally have to walk through trees and things, and you have to find your way through. So the movement is slow. It's sort of considered to be like difficult terrain as you're wandering through the trail. You travel for about a little over an hour through the trail. The trail's spinning and twisting and turning. Some of you are getting very hungry. It's been a good part of a day. Some of you didn't eat sweetbread for breakfast, and might be needing some food.
Lear will be periodically growing little patches of clover around the trail where we've been walking, so we don't double back on bits of our trail. And
all right.
I'm also along our pathway going to just cast Good Berry once and give everybody a good berry so they're not hungry for the day.
Perfect. You pop your berries in. Anybody not going to eat a good berry? Perfect.
Oh, these are delicious. I'm having one right away.
Yeah, tastes like chicken.
No, I don't think I've ever had one of these.
Fantastic. You are
schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
What did Jaru say?
You are proving quite useful.
I try.
All right. As you,
Jaru, are the woods here? They're kind of like the Shadowfell, right? Wouldn't you say? Is this much like your home?
It is similar, but this is an oppressive. How shall I say it? The Shadowfell is a shadow of the prime material plane. It is constant and universal. This is a concentrated effect. Right, Alan? That's kind of what you told me?
exactly right. Jaru had determined last time that the similar to how the autumnal woods are sort of engrossed in continual autumn. There's a rebirth. There's a continual. It's continually leaves are forming and falling in a cycle. This woods appears to be in some strange cycle of darkness, and everything sort of enveloping and impressing you. Sort of like almost like think of it like maybe like if you've ever thought of maybe like a demi-plane, but it's not that. Or a cat or a cast. If you ever cast a great druid could cast a spell where they actually make the area seem a certain way, this may be something like that. But you're not sure because you're not a druid and you're not a wizard. But that's what you would think in Hemo's head. Mike, of course, with Jaru being a wizard and knowing the Shadowfell, understands that this is probably an effect of some magical source.
Mm-hmm.
Think of it like a very, very big spell.
So I wouldn't call this place very pleasing to be in. Are the forests of the Shadowfell more beautiful than this then?
As I said, it is the shadow of the prime. There is some great beauty to be had anywhere. I have seen fiery vistas in Avernus that, wow, they were horrifyingly beautiful, quite majestic. It is all in the eye of the beholder, truly. However, this is very oppressive.
Yes. Maybe one day I will behold it myself. Better, definitely gotta be better than this.
All right. As the group wanders, you're kind of following the trail. Like I said, you've been traveling for a little over an hour. You come around a bend around a crop of real trees and not the illusionary kind. And you can see in the heart of the sinister woods, where shadows loom like specters and the air is thick with foreboding, stands a solitary pedestal. Its weathered stone surface contrasts sharply with the vibrant crimson of flowers encircling its base, violent crimson flowers. The pedestal seems to absorb the scant light that filters through the dense canopy overhead, light you've not seen before. Amid the darkness, a defiant streak of sunlight pierces through the twisting branches, casting a vibrant glow upon the pedestal. The powerful illumination reveals intricate carvings etched in its ancient stone, hinting at forgotten rituals and arcane secrets. The pedestal itself is forged of weathered stone, but the ruins upon it remain as clear as the day it was crafted. There is a platform where someone can stand at another platform even higher with a 3-foot tarnished rod that reaches up. At the top of the rod is a claw-like clamp. So you're in a field, you come in and you see this field of red flowers. There's a burning streak of light, real sunlight that's coming right through the middle of this forest and burning down in this area. And you see this pedestal. And the pedestal is full of ruins. And it's kind of a 2-tiered pedestal, one where you can stand on and another one which is like a shelf. And there's a rod reaching up with a clamp.
I'm going to make an investigation. I'm going to investigate. I can either do an investigation check or an arcana check if you would like.
Let's start with an arcana check. How about that?
You got it.
What did you get? What'd you get? Oh, you rolled a natural 1. Oh no. You come upon this area. How close do you want to get? I'm assuming you're gonna go right up to it.
Well, not quite right up to it. So I'm assuming this shaft of light comes down and has a pretty much a line of demarcation between that and the shadow.
Let's do this.
I will go to.
Let's bring up a map.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. That'd be nice.
Well, after all that shadow, this is a sight.
All right, you're at the edge of the woods, and I'll back it up as far as I can to get everybody kind of a full sight of what's going on. You can put yourself on the right edge of the map coming in.
Like right here?
Yes, anywhere you want on the right side is fine. And you can see this burning light coming through the canopy of trees, and you can see this pedestal there. And I'll keep the map pulled back until we kind of get some more, just to kind of let you have the vista of this map. What do you guys want to do?
Are these flowers particularly common?
Yeah,
Like,
can I
do I
use
recognize them?
a nature check to see if the flowers are any significant flowers?
I sniff one. I think I bend down and sniff one.
Wait.
You go right into it.
As you look down toward the flowers, you see that these flowers are indeed a field of roses. They are beautiful, but also covered in thorns. That makes this area, relatively speaking, difficult.
I'm in heavy armor. I'm fine.
Yeah. What are you guys going to do?
These don't feel like they belong here. I'm glad they are though.
Yeah, the light actually kind of reaches into your soul, right? Everybody but Jaru sees this, and it is reminded of, kind of brings them back to foundations of life for a moment. After this, even a short half a day or so of being in here, you kind of see it, you're like, a breath of fresh air. Jaru, on the other hand, sees this light, this burning sunlight come through, and he's just enthralled by its greatness. He forgot, even in this distant moment of this last half a day, just how beautiful this place is that he's in. But seeing it again, so he can't help but have a little bit of a smile. What are you guys going to do?
Well, if it's difficult terrain, I suppose I should begin picking my way through the rose bushes.
If you move at half speed, you have no chance of having anything happen to you. So basically, if you normally move, you could just carefully move it, and when you carefully move as difficult terrain, you have no problem with being affected. If you don't make it difficult terrain, I effectively make an attack on you and can do damage.
Should we get closer just to examine this?
Yes, I cannot tell anything from here.
Okay.
Yeah, I start to walk forward. I'll
Unless you tell me otherwise, or if we had combat or something. I'm assuming you're carefully moving through.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to carefully move towards it and try to observe it from a distance.
All right, to put yourself to where you're going to move to. All right.
Think about there.
All right.
Yeah, let's keep a bit of distance, but we'll take a look. Also, it's just kind of nice out here. I mean, if you don't mind all the spikes.
You can smell you and you almost didn't realize this before, but the smell that you had come from was just kind of like this. If you ever had like a plant that's died in your room and it kind of has that decaying smell, or something like that, or if you ever went to a place where they were kind of recycling plants and they were just letting them erode, that was the smell you were getting. But here it's fresh. You smell the roses. It's enticing. It's that sweet smell. You approach the pedestal. What are you guys going to do? From afar, Jaru didn't see much.
Yeah, I know it's runes. I'm not very good at Arcana. Could I make a religion check, maybe?
Yes, you can. Please do.
Okay.
Just for the heck
19?
of it.
One moment, Graham, and then I'll get to you. Let me just keep that thought, Graham. You recognize that among the symbols on the dais is a symbol of a road traveling into the sunset or sunrise. A road traveling into a sunrise, which is the symbol of the god Flander, the Morning Lord.
Yes, I recognize this.
So you see all these weird symbols on there, and you recognize that as one of the symbols.
Yeah.
I want to look at that claw thing. Does it look purpose-built to hold something?
Give me.
And
do you have?
what's it
Do you have
made out
to,
of?
You have some engineering ability, right? You have tool use.
Yeah, I've been working for metal for a couple of years now.
Give me an intelligence roll, and you get to add your proficiency bonus since you are proficient in tool use for metallurgy.
All right. Will it always be int when I use Smith's tools?
Yeah, it's just you just add your intelligence.
Okay, I'm setting the attribute to intelligence, so this should be
Nice.
18 plus 6, which is
There you
my
go.
2 int and 4. Yeah, cool.
Perfect.
4 with the Smith's
You
tool.
approach the pedestal. You can see Eckankar has his eyes locked on part of it. He's almost kind of like he's sort of like he's rubbing his chin maybe a little bit, or cross, kind of putting his as he holds his shield, trying to think about it. You, on the other hand, walk up and you can see this tarnished rod that's reaching up. The rod is metal, and it seems to have a clamp on it, like a claw, like both ends. It clearly looks like there's springs and a mechanism there. Most likely, if it's open, it could probably hold something. What it's supposed to hold, you don't know.
Can I check to see if that mechanism is going to trigger something if I touch it? Like, see if it's linked to anything down on the plinth?
There's nothing physical. There could be something
Okay.
mystical or something divine, but you don't see anything physical.
Just for the heck of it.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a find traps roll. Yeah, so do a search for traps. So just do a perception roll. And then I'll go back to Graham because he's been waiting. I'm sorry. Okay, you don't find any traps. Graham, I'm sorry I kept you waiting. What would Flander like to do?
Just for the heck of it, he's going to pull his lute off his back and just start playing some music and see if anything happens.
Perfect. Give me a perform roll.
It's quite ideal in here.
28.
All right. Flander stands before
Yeah, I'm good.
the raised dais and sings out of tune. What type of song are you singing?
Just something sort of serene,
All right.
sort of like kind of music you might want to listen to just before you go to sleep.
Nice. Like Metallica? Cool. All right. So,
Sick.
yeah. Okay. So as you see Flander thrashing on his lute, he is serenely playing a song. The rest of you feel the calmness that he's emitting, and his playing is absolutely beautiful. It sort of every one of you gets a momentary glimpse into your past, a moment when you've had that point of enrichment. Eckankar, a point where you and Jorlins were in a calm embrace in front of your house when you first moved there. Lear, you recall being raised in the woods and all the many days there. You actually feel the moment that you had saved a group of drow in the forest, and the drow rewarded you for that. Jaru, you remember the many days of practicing when you first got that very first spell, that moment that you just got it and it wasn't working and you got it, that sereneness. Hemo, the time when you were training with your mentor back in the day, before you had all the scars, when you and your mentor would sit upon the ridge and fight, and the point when you first landed that first cut. This is how powerful this song is that he's playing for you. There's this ability to kind of bring out all of your histories with one simple series of notes. All of that comes to play. However, nothing seems to affect this pedestal or this environment or the different flowers. What do you guys want?
Safe. Just grab it.
I look around, I hear the beautiful music. I probably kind of forget that I'm in danger a little bit. The rose is so nice. I'm gonna just take the reading glasses out of the pocket under my vest and try to clamp it into the thing like a little lens.
All right, you're going to have to climb up there, or you can fly up there or hover up there. It's a little bit too high. There's this pedestal you can stand on to reach it. It's about 8 feet up in the air, maybe 9, and you can step up on a pedestal, kind of like a foot pedestal, to reach the clamp. Or if there's another way where you can fly or float or whatever.
I'm gonna use my feet. I'm gonna step up on the pedestal.
All right, standing atop the platform, you feel a sudden surge of power within you. The chill of the forest ebbs by a sphere of warmth. One by one, the symbols on the dais light with a dim amber glow that flutters in brightness. The entire platform hums underfoot. From beyond the edge of the light, you hear a chorus of screams. Cries of anguish, as if you just stabbed into the entire forest at once. One by one, the area around you darkens.
What?
Waves of pure darkness emerging from the forest, surrounding you, enveloping you from the outer area, as if the entire forest is blackened around you. Roll initiative.
What?
All right, I'll bring
my
the
reading
tracker
glasses
up.
on. I take them off. I put them on. Does it change? Am I dreaming?
Let me clear the initiative tracker.
Oh my god.
Let me clear the initiative tracker here. I believe
What?
I have this. Boom. Clear.
This is the fastest that could have ever been.
All right, go ahead and make sure you put yourself back in the tracker. You can just add yourself.
Oof.
I couldn't help it. I was lulled into a false sense of security.
Go back up the map just a little bit. You can see there is a field of darkness that enters here. A field of darkness that enters here. And a field of darkness that enters here as well. Boom, boom, boom. You kind of see the fields kind of rolling in. All right, I'll bring them up as they come up. Hemo, what are you going to do?
Well, I'm standing on the pedestal.
Yep. You're standing on the pedestal.
So what did I just feel?
You feel, I can reread it to you if you'd like.
Absolutely. Did I feel power flowing through me, or just something magical happened?
No. You see one by one the symbols in the dais lit with a dim amber glow that flutters like it's trying to work, like it's fluttering. The entire platform hums underfoot. And beyond the edge of the light, you can see hear the chorus of screams. What are you going to do, Hemo?
Well, first thought, best thought. I jam my reading glasses into the claw.
All right, you do as you were told. You slide it into the claw. It doesn't take much. It slides in there and sticks.
Does it seem to catch the sunlight at all?
Give me a survival roll. It won't be very difficult, but just don't roll it.
Jesus.
I got a nat 20 on my survival.
You can see when you stick it in there that from this position, your glasses beam light that sort of stretches out and fractures, and all about you can see kind of where it halos and glows upon the various flowers below, where you can see the roses have definitely been focused light based on your glasses.
Huh. Hey, wait a second. Was that survival my action?
I will say that was your action to do, yes. That whole thing you just did was your action.
Okay.
You clamped it up there, you investigated, you did that.
Does this thing look like it can turn? This
The
mounting
platform
bit?
itself?
The claw.
No, but it's very possible that the platform might be able to. You have to investigate, though. Unfortunately, you now triggered all the monsters to come attack you. But you can do that as part of an action if you want. Your action, though, was already that. So you have a bonus action left and a movement.
Well, I'm already up here on this pedestal. I'm going to just draw my bow and get ready to fire.
Okay,
I'll stay up here. How high up am I, by the way?
You're about 4 feet up in the air.
Okay. So not too high, but it's...
Jaru, you see these creatures looming in. You look very familiar, sheer spheres of blackness that are represented by squares in D&D world. You see spheres rolling in, and what would you like to do?
I'm going to... I think it is 30 feet. Okay. I'm going to use a bonus action to use the blessings of the Raven Queen.
All right.
And
cool.
I am going to I will misty step essentially to the pedestal, which is 30 feet.
Yep.
And have my sword drawn and cast something. Where's my list?
What would you like to cast? You just want to cloud kill everybody, be done with it?
I really appreciate it.
It's a quick death.
Everything I have is targeted. Since I have an action, I will go defensive.
All right, you are now dodging. Eckankar, what are you going to do? You are just about 10 feet away from the pedestal. You saw that symbol. Maybe no more information you can glean from the symbols itself, but right now the only thing you know is that this is a symbol of the Flander on one of the symbols.
Okay.
I will ask you, Eckankar, what languages do you speak?
Not many. I speak Common and Orc.
Neither of those are what's etched upon this stone.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Okay. At least for right now, I'm just going to get in front of Flander and go into defense.
All right. The crowd raising their fences. Their big letter D's. All right. Lear, it is now your turn. You can see these shadows appearing all around you from the south, or actually technically speaking, it's to the east. From the east and from the north, they come in. They almost seem to move past you for a moment. They haven't really attacked you yet, though that may change when my turn comes up. I apologize.
Flander?
You went at
Yeah.
8. I'm sorry. I get to go first. I go at 12.
Flander goes at 10.
Lear goes at Flander, where are you at? What is
He's
going
right
on?
behind Lear.
All right. We got let's
This dumb thing.
I must have passed you up. That's why. Flander, it's your turn and then it's Lear. Sorry about that. Flander, what are you going to do?
Well, do they go first or?
They go at 12, yes. So they're
Yes.
going to go right now.
Okay.
Unfortunately, when they're not on the map, I can't put them on the board, which is annoying. It is what it is. But let me give them a task to do.
I feel like I may be their task.
They really
Well-
did like you last time.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's kind of like, they're going to be what they're going to be. So I'm going to move move the creatures forward. This one moves to here. Lear, you are enveloped into darkness. When you do so, this creature comes forward. It's going to make an attack on you. It's 1 or 2 attacks. Ooh. He possibly will hit you at least once. I believe you do have a reaction. You can choose to use it now or save it.
I'll save it.
All right. I hit armor class 22 and armor class 20.
Those both hit.
Ow.
All right. When the creature hits, you're going to take. They strike into you. The first one does 12 points of necrotic damage. The second one does 18 points of necrotic damage, and I need you to roll me 2 d4s. What'd you get?
A 3 and a 2.
You are drained 5 strength.
Ooh.
All
What's
right.
the thresholds for dropping down to the ground?
I double checked, but I think you're fine as long as you're as long as you have 1 left. You basically, your equipment becomes too heavy, but I'm not going to micro game you, to the point where I'm going to managing that.
Gotcha.
Some game masters might literally force you to be too heavy to carry things, but for now, unless you're long-term traveling, for now it'll be fine. All right, that's that one. This one here is going to he moves to here.
Can we?
no.
Can we hear that there's creatures in here?
Right now at the, I guess it's true, at the end of their round, because they did attack, they are no longer hidden, so I do need to bring them aboard. Thanks for telling me. There, you can see that. It rolls forward, reaching out, attacking Eckankar. He scrapes along the edges of your shield, unable to penetrate your shield. This one here is going to move as well. It moves. It moves to here, and the creature within stays hidden. All right, that brings us to Flander. Flander, what are you going to do?
Flander says to Eckankar, "It's just like old times, Ek," and cast enlarge on him.
All right, Eckankar, becoming enlarged. All right.
And as a bonus action, I'll give him Bardic Inspiration.
Oh man.
All right. And you are now inspired, Eckankar, and you are now enlarged. Is there anything else you're going to do, Flander?
That's what I got.
Nice. All right, that is Flander. Lear, is finally your turn. I apologize for messing your turn up there. You are
See that, Jaru? That's why they call him Brave Sir Eckenhart.
Did I hear Eckenhart?
No? Stay focused.
Did I hear that?
Lear, it is completely dark in here where you're at. Boom. What are you going to do?
Okay, well, the darkness makes the order of operations here difficult for me. Let's see. I am going to jump into the air and turn into a giant goose.
All right,
Yeah.
so you are still in that position, and I'm going to move
Yes.
you back up here so you're still on the map, so we still have your token. You are still in that position, but you transformed. You are now standing next to this creature, and you are now a goose.
Peace
I-
was never an option.
Honk very loudly at him.
All right, do I have a saving throw?
Yes, let me. The windows.
Do I have earplugs?
Thunderous honk.
There is
All right.
honk.
I love that.
DC 14 Constitution
Constitution-
saving
ooh,
throw, save for
Constitution's-
half.
Constitution save. What is in my Constitution
Resistant to
is?
thunder
I have a
damage
+2
anyway.
Constitution. Give me a total of 15. I'm going to take half damage. What kind of damage do you do?
It's 3d10 thunder. I rolled it, but I can do that. 21.
All right, you
good.
take 21, of which I take half, which would be 10, and of which I'm resistant to, so I take 5.
Oof.
That's fine. He doesn't.
Aw.
So he doesn't have deafened or anything like that. But that's okay. And then I'm gonna fly up, just straight
All right,
up.
he's going to take his opportunity attack on you.
That's fine. I just need to not be near him.
+6 is going to hit you. I have a 15 to hit. I think that hits your goose, right?
I believe it hits the goose. Yeah.
You're going to take
13.
10 points of damage, and your goose loses 2 points of strength. You keep track of your strength differently. They're two separate pools. Okay.
Yes.
Your strength is drained from your goose, and if your goose dies from strength damage, it just disappears and you lose your form. If the strength, of
say-
course, goes past your goose, anything past that is applied to your current your natural form, just like hit points.
Can I say
All right.
that the pawn for the goose kind of looks like he has Fabio hair? A little bit.
Give me a D4 for your goose's strength drain.
4.
Oh,
4. He has how much strength does he naturally have?
14.
So he's down to 10. Keep track on a separate sheet. All right, that brings you. Where are you going to? You now fled. Where are you fleeing to?
I'm gonna go up. I'll go up 15 feet, and I guess that's right. Over 15 feet.
All right, Lear, you are currently 15 feet in the air. Got to keep track of how high you go up. All right. That brings us to Hemo at the top of the order. Your glasses are still clamped in there. You can see the light shining onto the roses. You can see Jaru suddenly appear right next to you. His grayed out cloak flapping, his overcoat flapping, as he just appears out of nowhere. And he draws
Actually,
his sword.
currently he is kind of mythy, kind of almost translucent as well, and he looks very wizened, like wrinkly and whatnot.
Nice. What are you going to do? And Jaru, you can feel that thing humming underneath your feet when you land on it.
Jaru, I don't know how to finish this ritual, but this bends light. Does this turn? I guess I reach up and try to turn the. I'm thinking right now that this is some kind of like
Give me an investigation
beam
roll.
of light thing.
If you want to take your action to do something, you can give me an investigation roll. I can tell you more about it.
Okay. I kind of do just want to try to. Well, I want to point the light towards the shadow by Eckankar. If I discover I can turn it, I reach up and try to turn the thing.
Yeah, use your
That's only
investigation.
a 6
You look around.
investigation.
You mess with the pole itself. The pole is not moving. You're trying to get it. You're trying to figure out how to make it move. It's not moving at all.
Okay, a different prism then. Lathander, you said he's like a sun guy.
Yeah, he's a sun guy. Yeah.
He's a sun guy. Yeah.
Oh, damn! I'm way out of my element. Ek knows religious things. Ek. I see that he's fighting a shadow. I'm gonna, with my longbow, shoot the.
You used your
Shoot it where I see
action.
the shadow.
You used your
Oh, I
action
did,
to do
sorry.
investigation. So if you have a bonus action, you can do or a move action, you can do that.
And I'm just gonna run up to the shadow then.
All right, you run forward. That takes us to Jaru, who is standing
run
on
up to
top.
join
I'm
Ek.
sorry, Eckankar. For some reason, I'm always looking one too far down. Eckankar, it's your turn. You are standing before this shadow. You can see it within the darkness. It reached out. It's now within the confines of the darkness. You can attack it. You just do it with disadvantage.
Hemo does yell
Jaru.
at Ek. It needs some sort of ritual thing. The sun god thing.
Yes, Lathander, I know it says light will shield thee, but I'm not sure.
You have shields and light. We have to complete it.
Actually, I have a 23.
Yeah, I think it is Jaru's turn.
It is, yeah. It's Jaru's turn. Yeah, as I said, you feel the thing on top of it. So, Jaru, go ahead. What are you going to do, Jaru?
Since I have my blade, I will begin blade song. So it'll help with some
Damage.
defense and whatnot.
Defense, yep.
Yep, that too. And I will also make an investigation roll to see what he was trying to accomplish, basically.
Go ahead. Give me an investigation roll.
Hemo was like yelling about like, I think if I could bend this light beam, he was trying to point it at the shadow. It didn't work though.
What'd you get for your investigation roll? Let's see. 22. Fantastic.
22.
All right. You see
Smarty
that
pants.
this pedestal itself, the entire pedestal itself moves, but it doesn't seem to have a mechanism to allow you to move it. Like it spins, it turns, but it doesn't seem like you could physically do it. Something else has to trigger turning it. It may be arcane in nature. It also could be celestial or divine. I'm sorry, in nature. So you look at it. This may be some sort of arcane or divine machine or mechanism.
Okay. Too bad we don't have an artificer. Well, that doesn't help me a whole lot. I will summon my owl to me.
All right, your owl comes to
I'll
you.
have him.
Yep. Let's go ahead and you can move him. All right, Eckankar, it is finally, as I finally get to you, your turn. What are you going to do, Eckankar? I thought having that tracker would make my life easier. It seems like I'm confusing myself. What are you
There's a
gonna do?
lot of people in these combats.
There is. What are you going to do, Eckankar?
Let's smack
Attack
it.
that creature. All right.
22 to hit,
That definitely hits.
and I will smite. So initially, 9 points of bludgeoning, plus
All right.
an additional 1d4 for being enlarged. And then the smite, 17 additional, so 21, 30 points of damage.
Boom, you hit this thing.
Nicely done.
The smite goes off. You kind of even in the darkness, you can't see. You're literally swinging in the darkness, and you can feel the vibration of the smite, but you can't see anything. It's all dark in there.
All right.
Weird.
Second-
It usually explodes with light.
Usually, but this is new to me. Second attack, 17 to hit.
17 also hits.
All right, so 5 plus an additional 3.
Nice,
Oh,
nice job.
and yeah, and don't want to move, so I'll just stay there.
Nice job. All right, it is now the overshadow's turn. You said you're 15 feet up in the air earlier, right?
Yes.
Let's see what the reach is.
I've got to knock off that smite.
Okay. This creature's going to move.
To really crowd that goose.
He moves to, I know it's difficult to see, but it's doubling up. Basically, you see the darkness overlap each other. This darkness moves to here.
Becomes
And this creature-
advanced darkness.
Hides. This creature is going to attack. He's going to attack Eckankar with the full wrath of its darkness. It's going to attack you with advantage. He's going to hit armor class 24,
That'll hit.
and he's going to miss. Even with advantage, it's very difficult to hit armor class. What, 21 is that what you got?
Yeah.
Crazy.
You're going to be hit for 16 points of necrotic damage and roll me a d4.
Okay. Save that first.
So you got a
4. Oh, 4.
Of course, maximum.
Yep. Shoot. All right.
And then, so you'll be minusing 2 from all your attacks and damage for your strength-based attacks. And then you got your 16 points of damage for necrotic.
Yeah, I put that in there.
Okay. I am now done. Flander, it is your turn. What are you going to do?
Okay, he's gonna pull out my nifty little crossbow of atrophy
All right.
and try and fire a shot into it.
All right. It has cover, and you have to fire with disadvantage. So your first
Okay.
attack was a 19. What's your second attack?
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
All right.
Okay.
You did hit it. Boom. Now, once a day, you can trigger that effect on there if you'd want to.
I want to.
All right. I have to make a charisma save, I believe, right?
Yes, charisma save,
15.
15 or better.
All right. I fail. What happens to me when I fail a charisma save?
Okay, you are slowed.
All right. Boom.
We're
This
up to
creature
3
is
rounds.
now slowed. I'm going to mark it with a. I'll give it a. How about a? Give it a watch. He's slowed. Boom. So that means I believe I get 1 action or bonus action, right? Double check
believe
what
so, yeah.
slowed does. All right. Anything else you're gonna do, Flander? You drew your crossbow. You fired.
As a bonus action, I'll give Hemo Bardic Inspiration.
All right, Hemo,
Whoa.
you now have bardic inspiration. Lear, what are you gonna
Awesome.
do? You're flying over the darkness. You kind of see this globe of darkness under you. You're kind of actually in the darkness technically because it's you're 15 feet up, all around you.
I want to continue to fly kind of towards the direction of the pedestal here.
All right.
Giant goose comes out of the dark.
Aw.
Giant goose poop. Or he's looking for Erlam's house.
Wait,
He's got to find her alone.
before that, I want to just roll a d6 to see if my honk recharged. It did not.
Okay. All right. So
Actually,
you
I'm
come
just going to
flying
double
out.
move.
Boom.
I'm going to double move, and I'm going to shape change back on the platform next to Jeru. That's what I'm
All right. I'll move your character back over here. You do that. You can put yourself in whatever square you'd like. All right. Anything else you're going to do? You bonus actions, you move, double move. All right.
That's
Hemo. By the way, Jeru, you see the goose. As this says the goose, you're like, oh, it's a big goose. It just shrinks down. You see Lear. Who's
Coming
also
at me
very big.
You're still a pretty big blue guy, but
He's
All
still
right.
pretty big, yeah.
Hemo, what are you going to do?
All right, I am going to. I'm going to make an attack.
All right. His armor class is lower now because he's kind of lethargic. You kind of see the claws that were reaching out before, kind of like.
Awesome. Well, I'll draw my main hand scimitar, take an attack. Ooh, 25 to hit.
That is going to definitely hit.
Aren't you at disadvantage because it's in the dark, though?
Yeah, did you roll? I believe. Thank you for telling me. You do have to roll at a disadvantage.
All right, I'll roll another attack
That's
for
totally
this
fine.
one.
And whatever one
It's
actually
gonna
hits will take the
13.
damage. 13 is enough, though, because he's slow.
Oh,
So
nice.
you hit him for 8
Excellent.
points of damage.
Okay.
And do you do any bonus damage or anything?
No, it's just 8 points magical slashing. I'll take my second attack. Disadvantage.
Come on, let's do it. 12 damage, though, if you hit. That also will hit.
17.
There we go.
Heck yeah.
And
And
for
then-
12 points of damage,
Well, I can only use that on the attack action. I'll yeah, I guess I don't have my second sword to hand, so yeah, I guess that's my turn.
all right. That brings us to Jaru. Jaru, what are you going to do?
I'm going to fireball.
All right. What area are you going to fireball? Let me know. Just hold it for a second. So you have to do a square, by the way, not a circle. Thank you. I know it's confusing, but
Fireball.
that area right there. Boom. Okay, unleash your fireball. Boom. All right, I see what creatures are going to affect. Go for it. How much?
Shade.
What is my
I'm gonna
what is my
Cast it at
saving?
4th level.
Casting at 4th level, increasing it by additional D8, and I got saving throws.
Oh,
what is my
dang.
saving throw?
Oh. Yeah.
It looks like 15. It says 16 on your
DC 16
16
save.
save. All right. Both are going to fail.
All right, so a total of 38 points of fire damage.
All right, of which they automatically take half. So that's going to be
Mm.
15, 16, 17 points of fire damage. Remind me if that's wrong. All right, that one takes
38
that.
points.
And I have to go and get the other one.
So it's
Nice. And that other one is also going to take half damage, which is 17, we said, right?
hmm
yeah.
Okay, thank you. All right, boom, fireball goes off. You know, only partially, you see little flickers of it come flying out of the darkness. All right, Jaru, you cast fireball exploding. You see the one creature goes. You know, anything else you're going to do as your fireball wanes?
Nope, I don't have a bonus action to use right now.
I'm gonna zoom in a little bit to get a little closer, although it's a big surface area of darkness to see, so sometimes it's difficult. All right, Eckankar, it is your turn. You are standing enlarged and in charge.
All right, so for my first action, I'm going to grab my holy symbol of Ilmater and
All right.
channel divinity using sacred weapon. So now I can add my charisma modifier to my attack rolls.
Nice.
Ooh, yeah.
It's already a +1 weapon. It does emit bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light in another 20 beyond that,
All right.
if that matters.
Whoa. Light bursting out. All
Okay.
right.
And then second action, I can only attack once because I did that. That's an action.
Yeah. Is that considered an
so-
attack or whatever? When
It's
you attack?
considered an action.
So if
I
that's your
did look
action,
at-
then you can't. Then you don't get an attack action.
Oh, I saw people arguing back and forth, but if you want to roll it that way,
So
it's fine.
what
yeah.
what does it actually do? What is
It
the-
essentially it imbues my weapon with positive energy
and how
using
long
my
does that
channel
last?
divinity.
How long
1
does that
minute.
last? 1 minute? Yeah, I would say that's like casting a spell.
Okay.
It's like casting a spell, yeah. So you can it will last for 1 minute though, right? And you don't have concentration rimming, right? It's just 1 minute.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's your action. But your weapon is charged. It's going to do some major damage. Is there any other
At least it'll
bonus
hit.
actions?
No, not really.
Okay. It is,
Want to action
I think I
surge?
can make up for that action economy. I think I can.
you can actually action surge and do.
Oh yeah.
It's up to you.
I think this thing's pretty weak, so yeah, I guess that makes sense. Let's do an action surge and attack.
All right. There
Do you want me to roll again, or should we roll this over?
You can use that. You can use the 24 you got. That's totally fine.
Okay. So 4 plus an additional 3, so 7 points of magic damage.
All right, and you get 2 attacks too. Remember.
Yep. Okay. Second attack. Ooh, I forgot to choose smited, but whatever.
You attacked with a 3. Oh, you rolled a 1.
Oh, nat
Shoot.
1.
Nat 1. But you did hit
Big
it for
sad.
you did hit it for more damage. But did you add the bonus from your imbued weapon? On
I
that?
did.
Okay, good.
The bonus is only a +1, and I already have a +1 weapon, so
Yeah.
I don't think it stacks.
But you do additional damage, right?
No, it's just additional to hit.
Oh, okay, thank you.
That's
Okay,
why I
great.
use it, because I got negative levels in strength, so I try to
Oh,
counteract
that
that.
makes sense. Got it. All right. Their turn. All right. Here's what's going to happen. First things first. Eckankar. What you're going to see is something that you haven't seen happen before. This creature, as he drops down to this level here, and I bring him this to the back. You see this creature appear as he emerges completely out of the darkness and attacks you.
Okay.
You see, he kind of emerges completely out of the darkness, and he's going to attack you, not with advantage this time.
Does my emitting light do anything if he's out of the darkness?
It does not. Your emitting light does not do anything to him, but he is leaving his darkness behind, and he reaches and kind of climbs out, and he gets 2 attacks on you.
And
All right.
as a reaction, Flander's going to use cutting words.
All right, what does cutting words do?
Okay.
I think it's like a temporary bane.
Yeah.
I subtract 1d4 from my attack.
Right.
Okay. That's
So
not
close.
nothing, man.
Well, it's not 1d4. It's a bardic
You
inspiration
can
die,
choose
so
to
it
use.
scales.
Oh,
Yeah,
my bad.
so it's gonna be.
That's
So
gonna be a
Flander,
D8.
roll me a d8, and I will subtract that from my first attack roll.
Okay.
Big numbers, big money.
1d8.
Oh,
7.
nice. The creature
Flander.
would have hit you because I rolled a 15 plus 6 would have me 21. But when he uses cutting words, he cut the knees off this creature, and the creature was like.
Nice.
However, his second attack definitely hit. I hit unless you have some other reaction or something that you want to do to stop me from attacking or hitting you.
I got some.
You got something?
No, I don't have anything.
Got it. He's going to hit armor class 24.
Yep.
He's going to strike you for 2 1s. What? I hit you for 6 points of necrotic damage. What the heck? And then you roll me a d4.
These will be max again. Still not
3.
great.
Oh, no. You're down 7 strength right now?
Yeah, I'm at 9.
But you are a pretty beefy person. That's helpful.
Yeah,
Alright.
I still have 9 left, and the magic weapon is giving me help here.
And
The
you
sacred
get,
weapon, excuse
you
me.
get an attack of opportunity on it.
Oh, okay. At normal, right?
At normal, not attack of opportunity. Yep.
Okay, so 24.
That will hit.
I will smite. So 4 initial plus an additional 3,
That's 7.
and then another 18 smite.
All right,
An
so
8 and a 1 and an 8 and a 1.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's 7 plus 18, which is 20, which is 25.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
That off. There we go.
As it moves to here, and the shadow moves to here, and then it is hiding. I will tell you give you its hide roll in a second.
Yeah. These D4s are helping,
Apparently
Graham.
hid
Thank you.
Pretty well.
All right. I will. Flander, it is your turn. You can, unfortunately for the creature, you do know exactly where it's at because your passive perception is higher. So you can call out where it's at on your turn. It just so happen that you happen to be next. So I will let you know that it is hiding, but it is right here. It never went anywhere. It was just trying to hide. Just what else are you gonna do, Flander?
Okay. Well, I'm
You know
going
it's
to
there.
shout at this one. I guess you're not as dark as you think you are, and cast Vicious Mockery.
Well, vicious mockery, does that require you to see them or just hear them?
It does require me to see them, yes.
Yeah, you can't see them in the
Well, I
dark.
can't see him, but I know
You
where
just
he is.
know he's
okay.
there. Yeah.
Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
well,
it's kind of like in that dark room
It's
where
weird.
you know someone and it's like under your bed.
okay.
Oh,
And
sure.
you won't get up and you have to pee really bad, but you won't get out of bed.
My sleep paralysis demon's here.
Okay,
Oh no.
well, I'll put my Vicious
Kinda what
Mockery
they
on this
are.
one then.
This one is also in shadow.
Oh, so again,
Yeah, you can't
Thought
see
I
them
could
when they're
I
inside.
can't see
They're
them.
inside their
well,
wall.
then I'll just keep my big mouth shut.
Yeah,
And
well,
I'll just.
Is that what it takes? How many years have I known you?
You finally found the time.
Sorry.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna shoot him.
All right, Gil, give him a shot. What attack? This one? This one?
This one here.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
armor class did you hit? 15?
15.
15 hits.
Mhm.
How much damage did you do?
8 points piercing.
8 points of piercing. All right.
Mm-hmm.
When you do so, you see this darkness just
Yeah.
fades away, and then shortly after that darkness fades away, that creature itself vanishes into the ether of nothing.
Nice.
Is there anything else you're gonna do? You shot. I think that's the only thing you did, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What else would you like to do? You have bonus action. You're gonna give anybody inspiration.
Yeah, I think I'll give Jaru inspiration.
All right. Jaru gets inspiration. It is Lear. It is your turn. Does your honk recharge?
I'm no longer a goose.
Oh, that's right. You changed back.
Brought the goose. Lear will point his staff outward and draw a line across the battlefield, and flames erupt 20 feet high.
Yeah, I know. We're destroying this
You're doing
beautiful
a wall.
field.
You're doing a wall of fire.
I'm doing a wall of fire.
Nice. I will bring out a token for us to draw our wall of fire. That's awesome. So about like here. It's up to you how you want to do it.
Yeah, 60 feet should be there.
Unfortunately, that's the problem with D&D is that they're 60 feet lengthwise. Isn't really, it's fine.
yeah.
I drew it north, but when I rotate, it's not 60 feet because they're diagonally 60 feet is longer in D&D.
Weird. Okay.
We use fake math here.
Yeah.
None of
So
that Euclidean geometry.
Get it out of here.
But yeah, that's about where I want to do it. Just right through there.
all right.
And then the fire would be facing outward away from the party, of course.
Okay. All right. Boom. All right.
Let me throw the
What do I have for a savings throw?
wall of fire.
I probably failed.
18 dexterity.
Yeah, I failed. Ooh. I didn't fail by much though. They have a lot of dex. Wow. All right. How much damage?
Really
do
bad
you do?
damage. 12 fire damage.
You did 12 fire damage, of which they take half.
Yeah. 3 1s. A 3 and a 6.
Oof. That's harsh. Hardcore.
It's
Boom.
okay. If they do their next turns and stuff there, they'll take more.
All right. I didn't even see your spell go through. Okay.
Far out.
Where did you roll your spell? Your damage? Oh, up here. Yeah, I see. Okay.
Okay, so
Got it. All right. That was Lear. That brings us to Hemo. Hemo, these creatures are all around you. You now see a fire wall going through there. What are you gonna do?
Well, heck, I suppose I can. I've got full strength. I can keep fighting. So
For now.
I step in front of Ek
All right.
for now.
You're not wrong.
If they've taken all your strength, fall back. But we have to stop them. We don't know how to finish the ritual yet. I swing my main hand scimitar, both swords to hand now. Sorry, that I don't. Yeah, that's it. Disadvantage.
All right. You
12 to
roll a
hit?
12. That will miss them. He's not affected by the same. He's not affected by being slowed.
I got a 19 to hit.
And a 19 does hit.
Second attack. Sweet. I do 12 points magical slashing.
Nice. That does do it. You slice into it magically. Anything else you're going to do for your bonus action?
Yeah, I'll take an offhand attack.
Is your offhand
At
magical attack as
disadvantage.
well?
It is not magical. It's mundane. I made it myself.
Yeah.
19 to hit.
You strike through where it should be, but it doesn't seem to affect it.
Oof. Okay.
All right, that was Hemo. Anything else you're going to do? You moved. You've done your 3 attacks.
Well, I guess I'll sheath my non-magical sword then.
All right, you sheathe your non-magical sword.
But
Charu, you see these.
stay here.
You see 2 globs of darkness. One of the globs of darkness, the third one, has dissipated. You've seen this before. What are you going to do?
I will cast another fireball. Where's my little measuring tool? And like right there.
Hold on, my map for some reason reset when I went to move it. I don't know what I did wrong here. But I want to get back here so I can see. All right, you cast it to basically cover the entire darkness.
Just fill the shadows with fire.
Fire and
pretty cool.
shadow.
Figure I can see the center of it, so
Okay. All right.
DC 16 save.
All
I'll
right.
hit it with a fireball.
Oh, I easily made that save, though. That's unfortunate. How much damage did I
Ooh.
take?
29, so
So half of that is 15. Half of that, again, is 7.
DR, man.
Damn.
Or immunities or whatever.
No. I made it because I rolled it. And we don't have, unlike Pathfinder, we don't have critical saves. All right. Jaru, I'm sorry. Is there anything else you're going to do? Cast the 1 spell. You do have a bonus action. You have move.
nope, I will.
All right. Eckankar.
Stay there.
Standing, enlarged and in charge, but slightly weaker. That weapon, that big giant weapon you have is feeling heavy in your hands. You see a little tiny Hemo run in front of you. Get out of my way! Get out of my way!
Hey, I'm normal sized.
But he's big, so now you're out. Now it's relative. All right, what do you?
I take a big old step over Hemo in this direction.
All right, you jump
and
forward because
I'll,
the large does not give you reach, right? All right.
No,
Yeah,
I don't
okay,
believe so.
you lunge forward, jumping over there, and go and make your attack. You have 2 attacks. Go make them.
I'm gonna use Bardic Inspiration on that first
All
one.
right, come on. You got a 10 plus.
Come on.
Yeah, that's gonna hit
17.
him.
There
That's
we
gonna
go.
hit.
All right. So 7 plus an additional 4. Oh, 1.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll smite. I'll smite.
All right.
I don't have many
about
of these
you?
left, but we're doing it. All right, here we go. 19.
And
Another
you will
19.
destroy it. You destroy
Yes.
it.
There we go.
It is gone. Let me get the other one out of the way here. Boom. As it is vanished into the negative plane, back into its area of darkness where it came from. There is no negative plane anymore. Now it's Shadowfell. I tell you, when you play these games for this long, you forget you forget the rules that you forgot. All right, what are you going to do? Anything else, Eckankar? You just sent this thing away into nothing.
I got a little bit of more movement. I guess I'll just start moving my way up this. I think I can get to
Gonna
there.
follow the wall of fire. You gotta put your fingers
Yeah,
in.
follow the wall of
like
fire.
like a kid, you're just gonna put
Just
your fingers in.
feeling it. Oh yeah, this is great.
Yeah,
Get a
like
little singe.
A kid cannot not touch something. Yeah. All right.
Oh yeah, you walk past like any kind of that salt bags, you gotta slap it. You know.
Of course.
Or a hanging sign.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. And you happen to be on the back of a lion, that even makes it more tempting. All right. Eckankar goes to there.
With your
the
face, no less.
Is the overshadow's turn.
Still got a bruise.
All right. You see the darkness moves, and of course I can move the map now. Darkness moves to there. All right, what are you going to do, Flander? Oh, let me see. Yeah, nobody can see it right now.
Okay.
Flander, what are you going to do?
I'm going to cast Healing Word on Eckankar.
All right.
Oh, thank you very much.
Please roll what your healing word is. Is it level 1 healing word?
Hang on, let's see what.
I think it's 1d4
What
per
do you-
level, right? Plus your.
Yes, I believe so. Let's see. Here, we'll even do it this way. But yeah, I'll cast it at the 3rd level.
All right, so 3d4 plus your charisma bonus, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
Okay. 3d4.
Yeah, I recommend making a macro
Yep.
for your 1, 2, and 3rd levels. It's probably easier.
Yeah. Okay, well, there's an 11.
Ooh, you
plus
rolled a
my-
3, a 4, and a 4. Nice. You have 11
Dang.
plus your
Yep.
charisma bonus. Do you get a charisma bonus on top of that?
Yep.
Yeah. And what is
Okay.
that? Plus 1?
He's awful.
Plus 5.
All right. So you have
Oh,
16
yeah.
hit points back. Nice. You cast that
Nice.
spell, Flander. Anything else you're going to do?
Thank you.
That was your bonus action, right?
No, that's my action.
Oh, I think
it's my.
I don't.
Healing
Isn't
word?
healing
Oh,
word a bonus action?
Yeah, healing word is bonus.
Oh yes, healing word is a bonus action. Yes.
But it is a leveled spell, so
Yeah, it's a good bonus action.
Yeah. Well, I can't see anything to shoot.
no, you cannot. You don't see it in there. You do have an action. You can seek it though, if you want to try to find.
Yeah,
it.
I'll try and seek it.
Give me a perception roll.
Perception.
14 is not
14.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, not enough.
Okay.
All right. You do have a move if you want to move anywhere.
Yeah, maybe I'll move to. I'll move to here.
Yes, clump up. All right, Lear, do you want to stay there or get even closer to everybody?
I'm going to stay here and healing word myself at 2nd level.
All right,
Um,
as the fire rages.
Oh no.
damn.
What'd you get? Oh, you rolled a 1?
A 1.
Oh,
Oh,
you
that's
said
the
2nd
extra
level,
higher
right?
level. Yeah, so I got 9 points total back.
Okay. All right, that brings us to. You
That's
just
a
did
bonus
that. You have an
action.
action.
So for the full action, can I attempt to interact with this focus at all and see if I can get it to like move and shift the light?
Yeah. What I'd like you to do is give me an investigation roll, please.
Investigation.
What'd you get?
12.
You're looking at this thing. It seems complicated. You know, you're a druid. You're damn it, Jim. I'm a druid, not a platform operator.
All right. Well, that's okay. I'll just do my action fidgeting with that and the heal, and that's that.
All right, Hemo. You see that the shadow there's a looming shadow that's kind of circling around the outside of the fire. They created a wall of fire which barricaded me. I find that to be unfair, but I'm gonna let it pass. What are you gonna do?
How dare you?
You're at the bottom of my map, so if you move, I don't have to move the map.
Yeah, I have a ways to go, and we are in difficult terrain, aren't we?
If you're going to not move through, if you're going to move at more than your 15 feet, then I get a chance to attack you. Is basically what happens.
Okay, but
There were some fireballs going on in these fields.
I could rush it.
You can.
And
I
just
just
take the
make an
damage.
attack on you. And if I hit you, I do a certain amount of piercing damage.
Yeah, if I wanted to close the distance, I'd have to double move anyways. So can I double move, but carefully?
You can double move and just move 30 feet. If you
Yeah,
want.
I'll do that.
Yep. Then you carefully double move. You treat it like difficult terrain, and you don't get attacked. All right. Anything else you're gonna do for a bonus action or anything like that? You can
No,
tell
I
we're
think
from
just-
old. You can tell we're
I think
old school
just-
because we double move. We don't. We call it double move. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah,
All right,
I
what
think
are you
I'm
gonna
gonna just get in the way here. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'll stay here. I'll draw both my swords. No, actually, I just had the one out because my second one doesn't work. So
All right.
just
Are we
like
done?
that. Yeah.
Cool. Jaru, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to unmute first.
Yeah.
And I'm going to fireball the center of that square
All right.
because, it's working. So
Absolutely.
it's what I got.
Absolutely. What is my savings throw again?
16.
All right, I am going to fail my savings throw as you launch the fire with them.
Yay.
How much damage do you do? Boom.
Oh,
36 total.
dang.
All right.
That was very well rolled.
That is pretty awesome. All right. Boom. Anything else you're gonna do other than cheat and cast fireball from a distance? I thought you were a blade singer. What is this fireball?
Blade singers aren't
Wizards.
They're full wizards with a
I-
little fighting.
I feel like I didn't get the right sales pitch on this guy. Okay. Nobody said anything about fireballs. All right. Eckankar, are you done, Jiru?
I am done, yes.
All right, Eckankar, what are you going to do? You are feeling weak.
Yeah, I'm feeling weak, but I'm gonna get next
and
to
not
my
just
buddy.
because you're in love with a beautiful woman.
My
Did you move
heart-
at half the speed when you went there? Right?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I could move 15 to there, which would be my full complement of 30. And then I'm going to raise my shield.
Raise your shield. Your shield has been raised. All right. Overshadow is going to go. All right. You see this darkness moves to here. It moves to here. Let's see. I gotta make sure I get this right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to move to here. All right.
Huh?
Because one of them's a coward.
No kidding.
Yeah.
They didn't seem to have any intelligence to them.
All right. That brings us to Flander.
Jeru believes there are multiple shadows squished together.
Flander, what are you gonna do? You gonna run through that fireball like a kid in a sprinkler?
No, I don't
I
think
did.
so.
It was great.
I was gonna, if you weren't gonna move, I was gonna go through the firewall, absorb it with absorb elements, and use it to attack. It would do fire damage.
Yeah. What are you gonna do, Flander?
I'm going to move to here. I'm going to see if I can seek again and see if I can see it.
All right. Did you move? You moved just 15 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Give me a perception roll. They have a really good high. We got 11.
23.
Oh, 23. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you find it. You see it.
Okay. And where is he?
Right there.
Right there. Can I point? He's there. He's right there.
In the void?
In the void. Yeah. He's
All
right here.
Your action. You sought it out. You have a bonus action you want to do?
Yeah, you know what? I'll give. I'll use up my last bardic inspiration. I'll give it to Lear.
Lear, he's handing out bardic inspiration like Pez. All right, Lear, all pezzed up and nowhere to go. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to use that bardic inspiration and fire an ice knife at the overshadow. I'm actually not even
All right,
use
and
inspiration.
give me an attack roll with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Try again. Ice knife.
Oh, Lord.
Oh,
24.
What?
Wow.
Oh, you rolled a 24 and a 25? Let me
Yes.
check. All right, how much damage does your ice knife do?
That's going to do. He's got a DC 18 for 3 piercing, 6 cold. And I think the save is only. What is the save for? Is it for falling prone?
Oh, so it takes the piercing. It takes the piercing damage, and it takes some of the cold damage.
Okay.
And then, do I have a save somewhere?
The save is for the cold damage, it looks like.
Okay.
You will take the piercing no matter what. and then,
Okay, let me make my save. All right, I'm taking the cold damage. That's fine. All right, your knife flies through the darkness. All right, anything
that's what
else?
I'll do.
Graham, what was that roll for? Or anything?
No, I
Okay.
did that by accident.
No problem. Just want to make sure I know what's going on. All right, Lear, anything else you're going to do? You cast that spell.
I will shillelagh up my staff.
All right. Hemo, now that Lear is getting shillayed over there, what are you going to do?
I say, Ek, you think you've got enough in you to kill another one of these things?
I can try.
All right. Let's see
Squish,
here.
just like grape.
Yeah, wait just a second. Lear, can you made the square, you made the darkness disappear once before. Can you do that again?
I don't think I made the darkness disappear.
I think that might
So I
have been
defeated the monster.
Nate.
I think it was Theo.
Oh,
Right?
that dispel magic?
I think, didn't somebody dispel it? Yeah, use a dispel magic. I thought it was.
Yeah, use
Mindy.
dispel.
Oh, I do
Yeah.
have a dispel magic, and I do have one of those spell slots missing. I might have done that.
Okay,
Oh,
maybe
Yeah,
it
I
was
could have
you.
sworn it was you.
Okay. Anyway, it's Hemo's turn. What are you gonna do?
If you can dispel it, just dispel it. But I'm going. I move 15
I do not think it can move closer than 30 feet to us.
Wait,
That's a good point.
you think?
Well, you ran forward. What else are you gonna do?
Well, hearing Jaru say he thinks it's stuck, I'll just fire a firebolt at it.
All right, you stop there and summon up a fireball. Fire with
Nice.
Disadvantage, I land a 20.
That is a hit.
Cool. 6 points of fire damage.
Nice. You do 3. All right. Boom.
All right, I'll stand here and see.
You did 2d6 fireball damage, don't you?
Yep, and
you-
was it 2 and a 4?
2d10, a 2 and a 4, a low roll.
Oh no! I was gonna say that
Yeah.
was really low for your level. Oh, that's right, 2d10 on fireball. All right, you run to there. It is now Jaru's turn. Jaru, what would you like to do?
If you can dispel that magical sphere that looks like a square, then I will wait until after you go, and then we can target the creature. So if we all wait until after you go, we should have a clear shot at it. I do not believe it can come closer. My observations have been that it has not approached closer than that. to this
Hemo's got his sword trained on the shadow. I hope you're right.
So, what are you gonna do, Jaru?
I'm going to delay until after. I'm going to delay until after Lear goes.
Lear? All right, I'm gonna put you at. I put you at 7. All right.
Okay.
All right. Now I'll bring it down to Eckankar. Eckankar, what are you going to do?
I am just going to get in. Like, I can't get in front. Well, I can actually get in front of him, but I'd be in the shadow. I'll go
Delay.
right.
That's 10.
Just wait.
All right.
Just
I'll-
wait your.
I'll wait. Stop yelling! Jesus, you're so rude.
It doesn't matter if I'm right.
Are you gonna go out? You're gonna wait till after Lear goes or after
Yeah.
Jaru?
You can
I'll
complain
wait till after
and
Lear
delay.
does. Yeah, I'll complain and then delay. I want to go before Jaru.
All right.
Not for that. Like, I just
Delay
like I
till
got a big.
after
I got a
Lear.
big hit of things that it seems like it's taking full damage from.
All right. Here we go. Its turn. It moves to here. It moves to here. It's going to make attacks with advantage on Hemo. First attack. Oh, I rolled a 2 and a 3. I missed.
Cool.
Second attack. Advantage
Oh, wow.
isn't always advantage. All right. I'm going to hit you unless you have a way to stop it.
I don't have shield anymore.
All right. So you're going to be hit for armor class 21. You're going to be hit for. Oh, almost close to max damage. 16 points of necrotic damage. 16 points of necrotic damage.
Well, I'm gonna burn a parry on. That's a melee attack, right?
Yeah, but it's also in the dark. Yeah, you can use parry to minimize the damage, right?
Yeah.
So 16 points of necrotic damage. It is a melee attack.
Okay. 16 7 less because I got plus
Nice.
dex mod.
Boom! You parry it away to some of that damage, and then I need you to roll me a d4.
Okay.
What'd you get?
4. That's a 2.
Yes, you lose 2 strength.
That's not too bad. That's not too bad.
Nice.
Boom. All right. And then the creature hides in the shadow. And I'll see what its hide is in a second.
God, its hide's got to be like plus 10 or something.
It's really high.
Yeah.
It doubles its bonus when it's in its own shadow. So it's super.
Oh
high.
wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So all right. So he hides. Nobody sees it. All right. That brings us to Flander. What are you gonna do, Flander?
Okay, I'll try and seek it out again.
All right. Give me a perception roll.
Oh yeah, knowing where it is would help as soon as this thing comes down.
Yeah.
11.
11. Not enough. You don't know where it's at. You take your action. You're like, shush. I got nothing. All right. Flander's more used to hearing tunes than hearing movement. All right.
He's in there somewhere.
He
sure is.
He's in all of this. All right. You. All right. That you point out to the darkness. He's somewhere in the globe. Anything else you're gonna do? You got a bonus action. You have a movement. Going once. Is there anything you want to do, Flander?
Nope.
Okay, Lear, what are you gonna do?
Dispel the shadow sphere cube.
All right, you
The squared circle.
Dispel it. You dispel it. All right.
Oh, but it hit.
Let me see here. I'm gonna force it to reroll. Is what I'm gonna do. It's still hidden somewhere in the it could be as flat as he can fit within as small as a 1-inch area, so it could be completely flat in the light here. He's hidden. That's what you do. You dispel it. Anything else you're gonna do, Lear?
Looks like. Nope, my guidance.
I just forced him to
Another
re-roll his
full
hide
action.
because now he doesn't get the benefit.
Makes sense. He probably had to dive for the underbush.
Right.
He's under a single petal.
He's got
He's hiding in Hemo's shadow.
he hides like Jaru.
Well, I got something for him.
All right, but that's anything else you're gonna do, Lear?
That's it.
All right, that brings us to Eckankar. Eckankar, it's somewhere in that area.
I will use divine sense, and I know exactly where it is.
Oh come on!
Nice.
What is all this? This type is that an action? What is that?
It is an action.
That sucks.
Divine sense. Yep.
But hey, you know where it's at though.
Within 60 feet, I know exactly where it is, and I'll point it out. I'll move up to it, but I don't have another attack.
You're like, oh, it's right there.
It's right there.
You can kind of see within the roses itself. It's mingling within the roses. It's just flattened out. It's just like flowing just underneath the level of the rose petals.
Jaru, hit it now. We gotta kill this
your
thing.
turn. Jaru, your turn. What are you gonna do?
I will cast Magic Missile at 5th level.
You can see it now.
Boom.
Yeah, I can see it, right?
You can see it now. Yeah.
All right.
How much damage do you do? 5th level spell. Wow, that's really, we're cranking it up.
Yeah.
You need that. You need that necklace that gives you an extra fire blast.
I know, right? Next to
Yeah.
dart.
Ooh, that's so
How much?
strong.
How much damage did you do this thing? You see the lightning. What do your magic missiles look like? You have to describe it to us.
Actually, they're like more like bolts of darkness, just darkened, like almost like a psychic, but it's force. Almost like the purple thing that kind of encases the sword.
Right.
It kind of looks like that.
How much damage do you do?
It helps if I'm on the right thing. And there.
You're gonna do it at 5th level.
Let's see. 2. It's 3, and then it's 1 per, right? So
3 plus 1 per additional level, so you got 4 more.
5,
So it's going to be a total of 7.
6, 7.
Okay. 5, 10, 18, 21, 26, 30 total. 30. Actually 30.
30, and
Good.
it's force.
Hemo, it's your turn. This thing is just goes just shaking. You see the darkness just swaying. You see a hand.
I could blast him even more, but I'm going to take my magical sword and I'm going to slash him. Oh wait, I'm not at disadvantage, am I?
No, you're
I
not.
can see him.
Yeah.
Well, does the 19
You
hit?
get a 9. It's a 19, and 19 will hit anyway.
Well, there we go. 8 points magical slashing. For my second attack, I'm actually going to use a commanding strike
Nice.
maneuver. Forgo one of my attacks and direct Eckankar to strike.
Oh,
Yes.
there we go.
Destroy it!
All right.
Nice.
You can immediately use your reaction to make one weapon attack, and you add 8 to the damage roll.
Oh God, I pray I hit.
Come on. Come on.
Here's your
Okay,
opening.
normal.
Strike him down.
Come on. 24.
Yes!
All right.
How much
so,
damage do you do?
All right. So off the top, 5, an additional 4 plus 8, and then I'll smite as well. Might as well. Let's go. Another 13.
Oh!
God. Yes. Emo. Freaking hero, man. Oh, jeez.
Oh, I love superiority die.
All right.
Yeah.
sweet.
Holy
That
crap.
was nice.
That's awesome.
All right. As the combat fades, you can see that the within a minute, that little statue, little pedestal that you were on, stops humming. Just
I step off of it.
Probably a good idea.
all right. You step off the pedestal, and it no longer makes any your glasses though are still clamped in there, just so you know.
And I stopped concentrating on the enlarge, so Eckankar is his normal size again.
I cast Mage Hand, my high elf cantrip,
Yeah.
and I very gingerly pluck my reading glasses
All right.
to the clamp.
And they just
And
kind of
bring them
slip out.
back.
Yeah.
I tuck them back into my vest.
All right. What else you got? All right. So you're sitting here amongst this platform. That's all you can see right now. You've investigated. You see this beam of light coming through the canopy of the darkness. Anything else you're gonna do while you're here?
Well, I think we need to solve this riddle eventually.
I think I'll sit down, much like Hemo did earlier. Like, I don't
Yes.
feel so good.
Lear's exhausted. Lear has 3 strength right now.
Yes,
Oh God!
I have exhausted much of my magical ability as well. I believe we should rest.
Me too.
This seems to be, at least in theory, a safer area.
It certainly smells nicer.
And I shall erect a tiny hut for us to recline in.
All right. Jaru gets an erection.
Jaru, oh my.
I'm just happy to see you.
Construction.
I don't think I want to stay in this tiny hut.
Hey, you.
I don't want you to stay here either. You gaslighted me the last time.
Oh God.
All right. So
Or Dutch
you're
oven.
going to rest here for the night.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Just
Hemo will take watch the whole time since he can't benefit from a long rest.
yeah. And also because I know how my boon works, I give my potion of greater healing to Lear, just because I know it's gonna go away.
Sure, I'll drink that. I'll drink
Alright.
your tears.
It's just a slightly saltier health potion than you've ever had before.
Ooh, it's
Yeah.
just maybe
You could have gave it. You could have
You
gave
sure
it.
it's tears?
Oh,
Oh God.
Oh
A
God.
protein boost?
Oh God. All right. Anything else you're going to do then? You're going to, by the way, as you guys you gather, you get your stuff together, you can see that the sun is slowly fading. The light that's burning through slowly fades away, and it becomes dark as the sun of the day gives way. The sun is setting. Are you going to still stay here in camp?
I think we are.
It's as good a spot as any in the dark. They're all equally awful when the sun is down, I'm sure.
Okay.
At least this has normal light sometimes.
Yeah.
We'll know when it's morning at the very least.
All right. Gather yourself into. Are you going to be next to the? Where are you going to be camping at? Just so I know. Going to point put yourself somewhere on the map.
I'm going to sit right here. I have to stay at the center of it.
All right.
I guess crowd around Giroux.
All right. And is it a 10-foot area around you? Is that what it does?
Is it in 30 feet? No.
I have no idea. I thought, you have to tell me. Tiny hut?
It is 10 feet.
That sounds magnificent mansion sized.
Yeah, I know, right?
We all get our own wing.
A 10-foot radius immobile dome. So it's 10 feet out from you. There you go. And typically that's a 10 feet from a point. So it's actually you have a 10-foot radius. You have a 25-foot radius.
Well,
so just to let you know. So, but it's fine. You guys can all gather right outside. You camp for the night. Finally, the final lights of the day give way. The sprinkling ebbs of light that were just trickling in, the blue hues fade into darkness, and the rest of this scene drips into the forest light, the darkness that was there before for the rest of the forest. From all around the area, you can hear distant cries. But finally, you're able to find rest within your dome of protection. Throughout the night, there is no interference from any creatures that come near you. And in the morning, you are awakened by once again the striking of the image of the sun as it peers through the rising sun of the day. And with that, we're going to end for tonight. It's a shorter night because we are actually filming this on a different night than we normally play. So it's actually a weeknight.
It's a school night.
Yeah, it's school night. So we are going to end a little early just so that everyone can get their stuff done before we go. But we're going to try to get this out on the same day. If this comes out a day late, I apologize because sometimes that happens. Because
life.
Yeah, such as life.
Yeah.
All right.
Sometimes
So
you just need a long rest or a short
all
rest.
right. So interesting flight through the Barrow Woods. We're going to find out next week what happens, and hopefully Nate will be back, and we're going to find out what happens with maybe this pedestal, or if they can even escape the Barrow Woods.
This
We
artifact.
really do.
All right. You guys all have a great night. Well, see you next week. Bye. All right.
Bye for now.